I started to figure it out. So I started talking to my grandfather. And I found out the plantation system, because they brought them over there to Hawaii in the 1890s, 1880s. And the system was this: instead of being slaves, they came over as indentured servants, paid slaves. So they come here, they get a job on the plantation. Let's say they pay them $1 a day, which was high pay. At the end of the month, they had nothing. That was the plan. And the reason they had nothing is when they put them on the plantation, they put them up in plantation housing. And they charged them for the house. And since there was so remote, they only had one store, was the company store. So what would happen is my ancestors, the Japanese, would come in there. They work really hard, very, very good, hard-working people. And they get their $1 a day. But then when they went to collect, they didn't have checks in those. They had little envelopes they put money in. And they go back there, and the envelope with nothing in it. Well, a couple of bucks. After 28 days of work. And the reason was nothing there was because they took it out for the house, and they took it out for the food, the store. And nothing has changed. The reason the middle class is going broke is they work really hard. The money is already pulled out before they even get it. So the reason I'm glad you guys are here is it's time to take control of your life. No, don't be paid slaves anymore. And like Lincoln, Emancipation Proclamation, your job is to set other slaves free. So for me, it's not about how much money I have. I have plenty of money. Making money is pretty easy. But I come to you today to assist you, ask you to assist us setting more slaves free. Today they don't work for people don't work for plantations, they work for corporations. They work for companies like Coca-Cola, IBM, Xerox, Google, Apple. Nothing wrong with that. It's still a paid slave. At the same time, the Federal Reserve Bank has printed $5 trillion in the last 5 years. Why in the hell would you work for money when they're printing money? You may laugh about it, but look, how frickin' stupid are the American people? How can you sit there and let the Federal Reserve Bank print trillions of dollars, and then you go to school and they tell you, work hard and save money? Why the hell would you work for money when they're printing it? Do you know how stupid that is? Your job is to print your own money. So that's all Rich Dad taught me. When I was a young boy, 9 or 10 years old, he says, learn to print your own money, then the white guy will work for you. Does that sound better? Hello? See, if you have money, the banker will kiss your butt. If you don't have money, you have to kiss his butt. How many people are tired of kissing butt? So my Rich Dad advisor, Tom Wheelwright, was here yesterday teaching the game. How did Tom do? You guys, you haven't played the cash flow game, play it. It'll change your life. Don't just play it once like some of these frickin' losers. Oh, I played it once. I play it every day of my life. It is the game. The name of the game, this is how the rich play the game, if you want to know. This is how you print your own money. You build your business here. That's what you're here for. Every day, you build your business. Once you build your business, at that point and the cash is flowing, what most morons do is they go and buy a big house. Nothing wrong with a big house. I have a big house. But the next step in the line in the chain of money is you got to put that money into real estate. And not a house. I buy apartment houses. Why do I like apartment houses? Because the bankers like apartment houses. When I just went to a banker the other day, we have to raise $34 million. You know, bankers love it. When my partner and I, we go from here to here, we have our business. When I go to a bank with a $34 million problem, they talk to me. Why? Because bankers have to lend money. They don't like savers. They like debtors. So when I sit and talk to a bank and I say there are 6 apartment houses in Texas, and you sit there with this banker and say, I've got 6 apartment houses and 34 million bucks. They like you. They kiss your butt. How many people know that bankers have to lend money? How many people don't know that? Bankers' job is not, look, wake up. You think bankers like your savings? Hell no. Why would they want your savings when they can print their own money? Look, wake up. I'm asking you to wake up.
Yes.
You know why they give you miles for using your credit card? Because they gotta lend money. They don't give you miles for saving. But the teacher says, oh, you gotta save money. Freaking losers, man, I tell you. Bankers need to lend money. The problem in America today is they don't have enough people to lend money to. That's why it's all backed up in the system. People have FICO scores. Bankers don't give a crap about your FICO score. All they want to see is your financial statement and how much money can you borrow. And they love to lend money on real estate. So I'm in real estate. Real estate company has courses on real estate. Tom Wheel writes one of our shorts on taxes. You can ask him. So my money comes out of my business into here. This is called cash flow. Now the beauty of that is for every $1 I put in, the banker gives me $4 more. It's called other people's money. Your job is to get the banker to give you more money. So then what happens is, and this is the cash flow game, it then goes into, this is what I stay completely out of today, paper. As I said, 2016, it's all coming down. Stock market, plus or minus 3. The guys who hold their wealth in the stock market is going to have their asses handed to them. This baby's coming down like a house of cards. You can't keep printing money and borrowing money at the same time. So, I then go into a thing called commodities. My wife Kim and I own oil wells all over Louisiana and Texas. Why oil? Because this whole world runs on oil. Whole world. And the extra cash then goes into gold and silver. That's how the rich get rich. That's your printing press. That's what makes you rich. Not money. I do not want a paycheck simply because my paycheck is taxed. I don't need a paycheck. Your ultimate goal is the point where you don't need a paycheck. What you ultimately want That's what the rich do. And the government gives us tax incentives to do it. That's the game. So today you're seeing kind of the game. And the bullshit that schools, the BS that schools tell you is get A, and work for these guys and pay lots of tax. Stupid, stupid, stupid. All of you are in the right place at the right time. Your number one job is to build this. That's your job. And with that, you go to a banker and you get $4 more for every dollar you put in there, tax-free. Then you buy oil. And that's the game. Every time I put, let's say I put $1 million into oil, guess how much money the government gives me back? $300,000. You put money in your 401k, you get jack shit back. Jack back, you know. Go to school, get a job, put your money in a 401k, buy a house because of an asset and save money. You know how stupid that sounds to me? But to the rest of the world out there, it's self-intelligent. Oh, I went to Harvard. I had a job. I saved money. I own a nice house. I drive a Mercedes.
Sit down for 5 minutes.
I have a 401k. And you're an idiot. You shouldn't be. So every so often, I was invited to Columbia University to do a talk, and again, I was asked to leave graciously. No, that's really true. The reason I love coming to organizations like yours is I can tell you what I know. Am I making sense here? How many people now know you're on the right track? So, there's one thing else. I was a very bad student in school because I like to talk. And in school, if you talk, you're punished. I also like to talk during test time, but that's called cheating.